anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Ellie De La Cruz, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Pitch misses
that's the ball.
There, and that's ball 2.
2-0.
He was late there, strike 1.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And that's downstairs.
3-1.
And that's ball 3. Yeah, that's fouled off. Hits and misses. It's a strikeout. And here's Corey Seager to hit. That one off the mark, and that's ball 1.
1-0.
That one ripped right center field. That's back there. Out of here. That'll fire up the dugout. It's 1-0. 1 out, base is empty. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. On the ground to the left. And foul ball. Tatis waits. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
This guy's got such a good sinker as a hitter. You've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Lined into left center field, and that's going to fall for a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he made it out front for the line drive knock.
And that's in there at the knees.
1-1.
Throw to first. Tatis dives back in. Man at first, 1 away. Not even close there. And it's 2-1.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble. And there's the strike. Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges.
Here goes the runner. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Tatis leads off first with 1 away. Jimenez
No.
And he's back in safely. And that's disengagement number 2. In the dirt. Three and 2. Payoff pitch.
Ball 4. Runner, take your base.
2 aboard.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Here's Gary Sanchez now.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
1 out. Runners at first and second.
2-2.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Anthony Santander at the plate. And that one missing inside a sharp slider. 2 on, 2 outs. That misses the zone, and it's 2-0.
Good spot
Appreciate
for the
that.
hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on.
3-0.
Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Late with the swing there.
Well, you got to find a way to catch up to
3-1.
that pitch. Perhaps shorten the swing, eliminate the stride.
That's
that
ball
one came
4.
in hot,
Take your base.
Right down the middle, you're saying to yourself, how did I miss that pitch? Got to make a quick adjustment. 2 walks in the first has to be some cause for concern. I mean, you're talking about a guy you want to pitch deep into the ball game. It's not going to help the pitch count right there. They can't afford to hand out free bases at this rate.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
And that's the 3rd out. And we're back. Now it's the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. And that is in for a strike. 0-1. The shortstop takes the ball. And a swing and a miss.
1 and 2's the count.
Ellie falls victim to the K. And now the switch hitting catcher, Ted Simmons. Right down the chute. It's 0-1. And it's fouled away. That misses the zone. It's
Ellie is
two
black.
strikes.
1 and 2.
And that one
2
is
and 2.
inside. Still 2 and 2 after the foul ball. 1 out, base is empty. That just misses, and it's a full count.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Santander takes it himself. And here this afternoon, 2 quickly away in the bottom of the first. Lined, and that's a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Everything came together for him. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Mike Napoli in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Next offering is down low. Chris with that distraction and a speedy guy at first. He's in a fake ball. This one high and deep. Way back there. Going, gone. He muscles that one out the opposite way, and they add a pair. It's 2-1. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. 2 out, space is empty. Swing and a line drive ripped out into left center field. That'll touchdown for a hit. Around first, heading for 2. The relay.
Too late.
He's in there. Off the bag, and he's safe. So runner at second, 2 down. Ramirez digs in now. Ball 1 on the pitch inside. Turned on, but foul wide of third. Next pitch misses outside. Now 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
In the air, right field. Makes a nice running catch. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the third baseman, Marcelo Meyer. And that's
1 ball, no strikes.
That's
a ball.
Good slider down and in can be so
2 balls,
hard to
no
get
strikes.
on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Check swing, called strike. Not
3 and 1.
That one. Now 3 and 1. To the right side, McGuire. The tag.
Out on the tag.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
That one out to right. And that is a foul ball. Check swing, and he went. And it's 0-2.
0-2.
Line drive, base hit. So the 1 out hit turns the lineup over.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds.
Runner takes off. Swing and a miss.
No balls, 1 strike.
Second, he's safe. The shortstop
That's a ball.
takes the ball.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Squirts away a little bit. Tying run in scoring position here at the top of the second. And that
3-1.
skips in the dirt.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient,
Right
showing good discipline. Now he's in the
Full
driver's
count.
seat with the 3-1 count.
In the air out towards right center. Makes the grab. Runner tags at second. And he moves up to third. Now 2 away. So now it's Corey Seager. He's already homered here in this one. Hit in the air right field. And that one way back there. And that is way gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's
Corey.
And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. Line drive and foul ball. And ball
That's a
one.
ball.
Swing
No.
and a slider.
Clearly, he was sitting on a fastball
1 and
right
2's
there.
the
and
count.
just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his
2-2.
commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
And it remains 2-2. On the ground out to short. To first.
That's
and
it out.
Short hops him, but a nice. Bottom of the second. Now it's the right fielder, Kyle Tucker. Singy's currently the team leader in runs batted in. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. Tucker, who's been an all-star and a gold glover. Fights it off. He'll see another. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Rodriguez makes the catch, and there's one gone. Now the third baseman, Cam Smith. Swing and a chopper out to short. Tosses to first. Now 2 out.
No, he didn't recognize changeup earlier enough. Got out in front a little bit, rolled over on it, and beat it into the ground.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And it one-hops the wall. The throw in, and he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. As soon as that one shot off his barrel, he was thinking extra bases. Really nice job of getting the bat out front, but not hooking around it or rolling over it. Just kept the swing on plane and smoked that thing into the gap.
Shaw at second with 2 down. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. And that ends the inning. On to the third inning. Now it's Yordan Alvarez. Jimenez back to work. Just
No, that missed. That's a ball.
Though Chris, through the early stages, he
1-0.
hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to
That's
get some
low.
quick
That's a
outs
ball.
if he's going to get deeper into this game. Inside.
Ball.
And it's 3-0. It is
3-0.
interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. That one misses.
Nope, ball 4.
So
Take your
leadoff
base.
walk. And here comes the power-hitting catcher, Gary Sanchez. Drilled out towards left center field. Trout on his horse. And there's one away. And now the first baseman, Anthony Santander. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count is 1-1. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And the slider just misses.
He missed the zone, but I don't think he missed his spot. That was a good pitch with 2 strikes.
Ball.
That one misses. And now
We
it's
got a full
3 and
count.
2. Runner on the goal. Ouch, that one drilled him. Alvarez around second. On
He's
the
out.
first, got him. Runner stays out of the double play by going on the 3-2 pitch. And now Teoscar Hernandez. That one is absolutely belted. And that should be extra bases. Alvarez scores. And they lead by 2.
Waste no time there. Double into the gap, and that was a really nice swing to beat the inside pitch. He just beat him to the spot.
1-0.
Kept his hands tight inside that baseball, and that just allowed him to drive it into the alley right there.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
1-1. Hit it!
2 outs.
1-2.
And 1 in scoring position. Trout, long run. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. And we're back as we go to the last of the third. And here's the catcher, Ted Simmons. Foul ball there. Kicks and deals. Goes down looking. Here's Mike Trout. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Just
That missed. That's a ball.
Trout measures 6 feet 2 inches, 235 pounds, a former first-round pick.
Did he go?
Back in 2009. Did not go. That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And here is Mike Napoli. Seager. In there
he's
safely.
safe.
2 on, 1 out. McGuire now at the plate. The pitch behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
0-1.
All eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
2 on, 1 out. Got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Now a chance for Manny Ramirez. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Finds its way through, base hit. Here comes the throw. Safe at the plate, and the run scores all the way from second. And they trail by 1. Here's Kyle Tucker. He's 0 for 1. And that's in for a strike. Up the middle. And no one can get there. In from third is the tying run. Here's the throw. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Cam Smith will hit next. On the ground to short. That ends the inning and stops things. All set for the start of the inning. And now the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. Singled and scored his first time. Headed towards the corner. Nice grab as he reached down to make the play. So the lineup flips over. Ellie De La Cruz, the next to hit. And that misses.
Ball.
And that is ball one. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. The relay throw.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
De La
On the
Cruz
tag,
dives and can't get back in time. He's picked off. Seager stands in now. Check swing, and he went. Strike one.
0-1.
And there's a ball.
1-1.
Next one
2-1.
in the dirt. That one
3-1.
missed. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Now he gets it to the pitcher covering the bag. Bottom of the fourth. Now it's the second baseman, Matt Shaw. The other way. That's a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Ellie De La Cruz getting ready to hit. Bunts it in the air. Stretches out and hauls it in. Ted Simmons digs in now. 0 for 2 in this one. Fought off foul. Here comes the 0-1. And that one missing low. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. Quick
I'm getting screwed, man.
Lead runner holds it second with one gone. And now batting Mike Trout. Swing and a ball driven out to center. That's back there. And it is gone. And they tack on 3. It's 7-4. Line to left. And foul ball. Still only one out here in the inning. That one is upstairs.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game. And
Die.
Sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
That's off the mark. Now 2 balls and a strike.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contacts. They're not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind him.
And it's caught for the out.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
On the ground, right side.
Nice reaction.
Its way through for a hit.
Jesus
and that keeps
Christ.
the inning alive. So digging in, Manny Ramirez. Check swing, and he went 0-1.
0-1.
That one missing inside. Swing and a foul straight back. Next offering upstairs. Slice to right. Reaching down, makes the catch. And welcome back to the ballpark. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. And that misses. And that's ball one.
Well, these players putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate.
1-1.
It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Could be extra bases. Throws to second, and that's a leadoff double.
He was all over that one. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field. So that definitely felt good.
Alvarez up to hit for the third time as he lays off inside ball one. Tatis stands at second with no outs.
No.
Lifted in the air. Soler makes the grab. Runner tags at second. He makes it to third. Good base running to move up with only one out. And Gary Sanchez at the plate. And that's in there at the
Get out
for
of
a
here.
strike.
Well, a good slider from an opposite-handed pitcher has to stay in that tunnel just a little bit longer. Otherwise, recognition can cause you to barrel it up.
Two
and
strikes.
Right there, the hitter clearly couldn't do anything with it.
I'm retarded.
Struck him out.
Oh!
Anthony Santander will hit next. And that one
That's a
missing
ball.
inside a sharp slider.
1-0.
And there's a fly ball deep right field. That's back.
Get out of here, bro. I get so hoed.
And we're back. Ready to go for the last half
Jesus
of the inning.
Christ.
Jorge Soler up at the plate. Swings through that one out.
Oh, and 1
time. New pitcher now, Joe Kelly.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And there's one down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
And there's 2 away. Here's the second baseman, Matt Shaw. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. On a line, base hit. So the 2-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top of the order. Back to the top of the lineup, and now Ellie De La Cruz. Checks
Did he
swing
go?
the first pitch. Look down to third. No swing.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because.
And now this one's a rocket to right. Way back there. Gone. A 2-run homer, and they tack on to their lead. It's 9-4. Next to hit, Ted
Foul
Simmons.
ball.
That one down the line, and foul ball. And now
Ball.
the count is even. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. In the air, left field. Hernandez ranging after it. He makes the grab, and that.
You're gonna make somebody kill themselves, kid.
Hernandez. Davis back to work. Right through there for a strike. Davis measures 6 feet 4 inches. He features a 4-seam fastball, a curve, a changeup, a splitter, and he works in a slider. Throws across the diamond, and that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
Come on, please.
And now here is Marcelo Meyer. And first offering is fouled off.
Dang it!
1 down, base is empty. That one
1 ball,
outside.
1 strike.
And now it's even 1-1. And that drops in for a strike.
Did he
Started
go?
After it, appeal to third. No swing. He held up. Clyde Washington with the call there. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And that's in the
Full
dirt.
count.
8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And that's inside.
Ball 4,
and
take
a
your
good
base.
at-bat, ball 4. That's a great at-bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk. Rodriguez, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. That misses.
That's a ball.
And 1-1. Just
Nope.
missed.
Ball.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge.
Down.
And
Ball.
that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Line drive. Fair ball. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Ellie De La Cruz. This one in the dirt, and well done to keep it close. Two on, 1 out. That's down and
Ball.
in.
2-0.
They say to win.
Frick. 3-0.
2-1's the count.
Next offer in there for a strike. And the count is even, 2-2. Little trouble with this one behind the plate. Nothing happening on the bases, though. Meyer at third. Rodriguez over at second with 1 down. Struck him out looking. Here's Corey Seager. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
It's
He's
0-1.
going to have to make sure that he stays patient because he is the focal point in that lineup.
That's a
They're
ball.
going to pitch him tough. They're going to pitch around him. And
1
when
and
he doesn't
1.
see other guys doing anything, what you can do is become a little too
2.
aggressive and chase out of the zone.
And down on strikes. Well, we go bottom 6. Here's Trout. He was late there. Strike 1.
Just not able to catch
No
up to that
balls.
velocity.
1 strike.
Started
What you got?
after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, and Woody Keller right on it. Says he held up. And Earl Hendricks punches him out. That's a strikeout. Stepping in, Mike Napoli. That one the other way. And he takes it himself for the out. And here's the first baseman, Mark McGuire. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
0-2.
Hit on the ground to the right
Foul ball.
side. And it goes just foul. And the 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 2 outs. Swing through it. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the top of the 7th. Now here is Fernando Tatis Jr. And a foul ball. That one misses.
No, that's up.
Ball 1.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Next
No,
one is
that
off
missed.
the plate. And the count is 2-2. Trout hauls it in, and there's one away. Here's Yordan Alvarez. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average. But there's
I hate this pitcher. I'm gonna kill myself.
Smith makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. 2 outs, base is empty. Gary Sanchez now 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike.
Early
0-1.
in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then
Nope, ball.
if this hitter gets a strike or 2 on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. And that'll do it. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. Leading off, Manny Ramirez. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
In for a strike, and it's 0-2. Just
That's
off
a ball.
the inside edge.
1-2.
Swing and a ball lifted to center field. Rodriguez hauls it in, and there's one away. Next to hit, Jorge Soler. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Makes the catch, and there's 2 down. Here's the third baseman, Cam Smith. 0 for 3 in this one. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. In the air, right field. Tatis gets under it, drops into the glove, and the inning is over. Ready to begin the 8th, and now the first base. Anthony Santander. First offering, and it just misses. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
1-2's the count.
And there's a
No,
ball.
that missed. That's a ball.
That's inside.
Full count.
Hard hit left side. One up, one
Up.
down. So up next, Teoscar Hernandez. Ripped towards third. Fires across the diamond, and Hernandez is out. Now the third baseman, Marcelo Meyer. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
And 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. And the batter now, Matt Shaw. That's out to center field. Rodriguez settles under it. Squeezes it. 1 away. And now the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. He's already homered in this game. And that drops in for a strike.
0-1.
Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Reaching down and makes the grab. Now the number 2 hitter, Ted Simmons. And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. Rodriguez settles under it, brings it in, and that will end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. Here's the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. Strom back to work.
Hey!
And a big swing and a miss.
It might be
0-1.
time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Ramirez on the move towards the line. Makes the catch for the out. One up, one down. Now at the plate, Ellie De La Cruz. Have to say, he's one of the most impressive young players I've seen in recent years.
No question about it. His future is very bright. The city, the organization, both are excited about him. He has a lot to look forward to.
So it's their last chance in this one. Now it's Corey Seager. When you think about it, he may be in the league for the next 10 or 15 years. There's the strike.
No balls. 2 strikes.
Strom is just 1 strike away.
That's a ball.
Gonna count 1 and 2. Going back. And that is the ball game.
Whether you're a season ticket holder or you just come to a couple of games a year, to see your team win at home, there's just something special about that. Good job by this team to get it done for the hometown fans.
9-4, our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
So,
All right, ready to get underway. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz.
Did he go?
Swing. Now we'll look down to first. No swing. Kenny Jansen with the call.
That's a ball.
Swing
Oh, yeah.
and a miss. Strike 1.
Good late sink
2-1.
on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then By the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
2-2.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Sosa on the run towards the
Jesus
line.
Christ.
Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. Here comes Corey Seager. And delivers
Ball
outside. One out, base is empty. Swing and a miss. And the count even at 1.
1-1.
And a foul ball. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss.
Quit.
Gets to it on to first.
That's
and
an out.
It beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. Check swing called strike. That's strike 1.
0-1.
Swings through that.
He's looking pretty sharp to start the ball
No
game.
balls,
He's got that
2
good
strikes.
fastball working early.
Cut on and miss.
3.
Struck him out. And good. Back here with my pal Singy. Getting the nod in this one, Luis Severino. What do we need to know here?
A power pitcher that is going to pitch aggressively with the fastball. His fastball velocity ranks near the top in the league. Will also throw the slider, but if you're a hitter, be ready for the fastball. You're going to see a few of them during your at-bat.
And now the center fielder, Jarren Duran. Next offering is fouled back. Just
That's a ball.
misses. And it's 1-2.
1-2.
And a swing and a miss. One away. Here. Here's the left fielder, Manny Ramirez. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
On the ground, a second might be 2. There's
Out.
1, and that's
Out.
2. Top of the second, here's Yordan Alvarez. Chris, he's their team leader when it comes to RBIs. Fastball is outside.
That's a ball.
That one
Ball.
misses. And now 2-0.
2-0.
Outside corner, there's a strike. 2-1 pitch is in there, and the count is even.
2-2.
Slow roller to first. He steps on the bag. 1 out in the second. Gary Sanchez.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what he was supposed to do.
Ow.
Duran.
On that.
He's got it. And there's 2 away. Anthony Santander at the plate. Foul ball. 2 outs, base is empty. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-2.
Caught him looking for the K. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now it's the shortstop, Matt Shaw. And that one fouled off. Check swing called strike. 0-2 now.
0-2.
On the ground, right side, Santander. He takes it on his own and quickly 1 away in the second. Now the catcher up to hit, Samuel Basallo. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
0-1.
Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2.
0-2.
Ball one
Ball.
there. Second inning here, no score. Swing and a pop-off in foul ground. Meyer sizes this one up. Hauls it in for the out. 2 down. So 2 down now, and here is Jose Bautista.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's
0
got
balls,
a chance
1
to
strike.
get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
No, that's inside.
It's off the inside corner, and that's ball one. That one found hard the other way. Hit hard on the ground and up the middle, base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
0-1 now. That's towards center. Rodriguez settles under it, and he makes the catch. And the inning is over. Well, here we go. Top of the third, scoreless game. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Schultz back to work. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
It's 0-1.
Check swing. Went around. And that is strike 2.
0-2.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Hard on the ground to first. Bautista takes it to the bag, and a couple of quick outs. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. That one fouled off. Swing and a foul out of play. Top of the third, no score. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Sosa makes the catch, and that's the third out. Set for the bottom of the third. Now it's the DH, Curtis Granderson. That one hit the knees for a strike. Granderson, 31 years old, and he's usually in the outfield. Today, he's the DH. And ball 1.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Grounds one to short. De La Cruz sends it across to first. 1 gone, bottom of the third inning. Now it's the second baseman, Jackson Merrill.
Oh, Boog, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
Swing and a ground ball. Slings to
Got
first.
him.
And that quickly 2 away. So the batting order turns over. Now batting Jarren Duran. And that is out of play. And now the 0-1. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. And there's a ball.
That missed. That's a
Really
ball.
good take, especially with 2 strikes.
1-2.
That's
Ball.
inside. And the count's even at 2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 2 outs. Cut on and lifted in the air. Hernandez on the move. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. Start of the fourth. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Ellie De La Cruz. There's a strike.
Well, these guys just lacking discipline at the plate in this
No balls,
ballgame.
one
They're
strike.
chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs.
One ball,
Can
one
they
strike.
turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Ground ball up the middle. Shaw fires over to
He's out.
first. And one gone in the fourth as they get the leadoff man. And here's Corey Seager to hit. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
He's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above
What you
league
got?
average.
Get out of
That's
here.
what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Fourth inning underway. No score.
Ball.
Foul ball still a 1-2 count. And a sweeper misses for a ball.
This guy's a fun guy to
2-2.
watch taking it bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take
Full
a pitch
count.
off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. That's hard hit on the line. Ramirez makes the catch. Ready to go, bottom four. Now the left fielder, Manny Ramirez. Pitch misses
No, that's
inside. 1-0. Dives and he can't hang on. Still able to get it there in time. And they do get the out. And here is Sosa to the plate. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Something I'm noticing in this one is that these hitters are aggressive early in the count. It makes you wonder if that was talked about in the hitters meeting before this game started.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Now one
No,
miss.
that's down.
He
Ball.
missed the zone, but I don't think he missed his spot. That was a good pitch with 2 strikes.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. One down, base is empty. Got him swinging. Matt Shaw, the next to hit, grounded out his first time. And that one fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Nabs it, and that's the inning. And we're back. And the batter now, Yordan Alvarez. That's off the mark. Ball 1.
You know, this group of hitters just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
And that squirts through.
A hit.
And a good start to the inning.
Finally, a hit.
Pulled that one right in the direction of the shifted defense, but no one could make a play on it. I mean, that's his approach, and it's probably not changing.
Jesus Christ, Gary.
Swings through it for strike 1.
0-1.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate every out
That's
the
a
rest
ball.
of the way.
That misses the zone. 2-1.
Oh my God,
Early on that
really?
fastball, I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Outside corner, got him
So
looking.
fast.
And here's the first
Oh
baseman,
my God.
Anthony Santander. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Runner at second here, one gone. Swings through that one for strike 2.
He's clearly
0-2.
out there throwing pitches in this situation. First base is open. If he walks him, no
What
big
you
deal.
got?
Check swing, appeal to first. No swing, just held it back there. Battling here as he fouls it away.
What
Check
you
swing,
got?
now a look down to first. No, he held up. One out and a runner at second, and we're at the top of the fifth.
Did he go?
Oh my God.
Field to first, and that's going to be ruled a swing. So digging in, Teoscar Hernandez. Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
0 balls, 1 strike. 2.
Runner at second, 2 down. Fans another, and that's. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the catcher comes up to him, Samuel Basallo. Hard ground ball, base knock. And they have their first hit since the second inning.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Out to center. Rodriguez settles under it. Makes the grab, 1 down. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Terry Pendleton. Fouled off. He was late. Basallo, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Fought off foul.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Digging in, Curtis Granderson. 0 for 1 so far. To the right side. That ends the frame. Top of the 6th inning. Here's the third baseman, Marcelo Meyer. Schultz back to work.
That's a ball.
1, no
Outside.
strikes. Meyer goes 6 feet 3 inches, 22 years old.
Did he
Usually
go?
a shortstop, but today starts at third. 2-0.
One thing he has to remember is that he does not have to cover as much ground. So those balls to his left, remember that you got a good shortstop that can make the backhanded play for you.
2 and 2.
Hit on the ground to short. Shaw. Leadoff man
out.
retired in the 6th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Base knock center field. And that turns the lineup over. So the lineup flips over, and the batter will be the shortstop. Runner on the go. Sneaks through, base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Now, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to.
Runner on the move. Pitch
No,
misses.
that missed. That's a ball. No,
And that's
he's
a
safe.
stolen base. Not even close. On the ground right side. And that chance handled. Throws to first in time. There for the out. Runner
He's
scores
safe.
from third. Close play, but in there. Tatis
1 ball, no
up for
strikes.
the third time here. Watches that one miss. Pitches
2
in
and
the
0.
dirt. 2-0.
2-0 count, great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Check swing, and he went. That's
Count is
strike
full.
2. And he couldn't hold it back. Bottom of the 6th. Here's the second baseman, Jackson Merrill. On the ground. Seager fires over to first, and that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. So up next, Jarren Duran. Line drive, puts it away for the out. Now the number 2 hitter, Manny Ramirez. Hernandez flashes the leather on the run and catch. Top of inning number 7. And now the DH, Yordan Alvarez. And looks like he wants the signs again. And as he steps off the rubber.
Timing issues can snowball quickly, and that's what we're witnessing here. This lineup's inability to lock onto the pitcher's delivery is causing a few awkward swings.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Looking. That's the first out in the top of the 7th. Here is Gary Sanchez. That clips the corner.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Way back there.
Insane.
Pulls it in on the warning track. 2 down, bases empty. Now, Anthony Santander. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And that extends the inning. So digging in, Teoscar Hernandez. 0 for 2 in this one. Swings through that one. 0-1.
No balls, 1 strike.
Santander off of first with 2 away. Outside.
That's a ball.
Low. 1-1. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Breaking ball misses down and away. Two on the way. This one smoked, could be trouble. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to.
Tosses to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. And we're back. And now, Sammy Sosa. Lined, and that's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Matt Shaw now at the plate. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes.
1-0.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Tatis pulls it down, and there's one down. Here's the catcher, Samuel Basallo. Yeah, that's fouled off.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get
inside
into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
No, that's out.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. Painting the corners, working on the edges, and changing speeds. Just a difficult one to tip your cap.
Got him on the
second, and he's out. At the plate, Jose Bautista. Swinging and a miss, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Up the middle.
He's out of there.
That's the third out. Inning over. We're in the top of the 8th. Here's the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. Up the middle, and a base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. Runner takes off. There's the ball.
1-0.
Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. And we're in the top of the 8th. And that misses. And the count is 2-0.
Did he go?
Checks his swing, appeal to third, didn't go. Base open at first now. And here's the intentional walk. They might be trying to set up the double play with nobody out. First and second, no outs. Now it's going to be Corey Seager. Oh, look at this. Tags the runner for one. Not in time at first.
Too late.
It's the fielder's choice.
He's in there. He's safe.
Well, this is obviously a tremendous play, but for me, it starts with a well-broken-in glove. To have the confidence to go down, knowing that ball is going to be right in the pocket, so you've got a clean transfer, pop back up to the feet, and fire across the diamond. Outstanding job.
And foul ball. Seager, the base runner at first with one out. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Ramirez puts it away. Out number 2. And now it's going to be Yordan Alvarez. In the first
That's
pitch,
inside. That's a ball.
Ball 1.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on
ball,
going to
no
the opposite
strikes.
field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
That one ripped. And it's gone.
El Gary.
2 outs. No
El Gary.
Anthony Santander getting ready to hit.
That's
First
a ball.
pitch misses. Hit hard but foul off to the left. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. 2 down, nobody on. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. And brings it in at the wall. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
All right, Singy, let's rewind for a second. When you heard that they were going to put a pitch clock into the game,
0-1.
what was your first thought?
Well, I thought that these guys were going to have a very difficult time to be able to regroup after each pitch and be ready to execute some type of plan at the plate, and even for pitchers on the mound.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. One of the things, though, that we've seen that is kind of a thread really in every sport. These are the elite players, and so they adjust, and they've done a great job.
Absolutely. And just you tip your cap to these guys because not an easy adjustment, but they look like they've been doing it their entire lives.
Swing and a miss.
1-2
Now
is
he's
the
in a
count.
1-2 hole. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Now here is Jackson Merrill. Puts a bunt down. Santander. It's safe at first, the bunt single.
Insane.
And now the center fielder, Jarren Duran. And first offering is fouled off. Severino kicks deals. Ball 1 there. Merrill, the runner at first with 2 gone. In the air, center field. Rodriguez heads towards it. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the left.
Hmm.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. The show brings you Diamond Dynasty Baseball. It's Detroit going up against Kansas City.
Come on, let me win quick.
All right, ready to go here. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. His home run numbers stand out, Chris. Nobody has hit
Ball
more
one.
in his team. The changeup missing. And we're underway. So now 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a
ball,
little bit. Make
2
sure
strikes.
you miss up and out of the zone since you're hitting the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Ellie De La Cruz in the box now. No balls in a
Oh,
strike.
1's the count.
And that one ripped into right. Reaches for it. Makes the catch. 2 outs. Base is empty. Now it's Marcus Semien.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it.
Well, we'll hold that thought as that's the 3rd out. Bottom of the 1st. Now it's the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. The shortstop takes the ball. Fouled off left side. That's
Ball,
outside.
that's outside.
2-1. Slide, but it gets by him.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Seager stands in now.
Jesus
Swing and a miss
Christ.
there.
0-1.
Cruz gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Runner on the go. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Semien toss over to first. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on,
No
it's got
balls,
to give you
2
some
strikes.
confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Stays alive.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit.
What do you got?
Just not able to square it up.
And he held back, according to Larry Bullard. 1 out and a runner at second. Right side, McGuire. Here's the tag.
On the
and
tag,
he's out.
you're out.
Now it's Yordan Alvarez. And there's a foul ball. And misses
Ball, that's off the plate.
inside. In there at the knees. Now 1-2.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that
That's a
pitch,
ball.
you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit and not an easy one to throw either.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. No score yet, but a runner at third with 2
Now
away.
there's 3-2.
Next pitch is downstairs.
3.
Strike 3 in the famous splitter.
Oh my God, I'm gonna.
And we're back. Second inning set to go. And here is Terry Pendleton. This one smashed down the right field line. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Runner in
Very
scoring position
early.
now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
And here is Reggie Sanders. It's in and out of his glove.
Are you kidding me?
So runners at the corners, nobody out. Mark McGuire digs in now. Just missed.
That's inside.
Check
Yeah.
swing, called strike.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the
2.
barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And that is a big first out. Jason
That's
Churio
outside.
up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. And that one fouled off.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in
Nope,
runs,
that's off the plate.
you've got
Ball
to
2.
expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Swung on, belted.
Yo, he cannot pull
Back
that
there.
pitch for a home run with 50
And
power.
it is out of here. He
Impossible.
made him pay for that one. It's 3-0.
Impossible.
Here's the former MVP, Jose
Early with
Altuve.
50 power.
Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. They do it again. Back-to-back homers, and they add a run. It's 4-0. Now the catcher up to hit, Dalton rushing. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
That one hit to right. Tatis snags it for the second out.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
So now we see Ohtani at the plate. He homered earlier in this one, and it's not his first at Comerica Park.
Yeah, that's right. Shohei hit a milestone here in 2024. This is the site of his 200th career home run.
And that'll do it.
Oh my God.
Bottom of the second. And here's the catcher, Gary Sanchez. Yamamoto back to work. Up the middle, Simeon. Handles, throws
He's
the
out.
first. And a quick out, number 1. Anthony Santander at the plate. And first offering is fouled off. Curve
I
in the
got 1
dirt.
ball, 1 strike.
Outside low, and a count 2-1. And
3
that
balls,
skips in
1
there.
strike.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1
Nope.
count.
That's
Ball
ball
4.
Tried another fastball, but missed the spot. And now Teoscar Hernandez. Sliced down the right side. Corrals it. And there's 2 away. Now the third baseman, Marcelo Meyer. That one
Ball.
misses, and it's 1-0. In the air, left field, down the line.
Oh
Altuve
my
makes
god,
the
I'm gonna
grab,
kill
and
somebody.
that ends the inning.
Ugh.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Ellie De La Cruz. That's in for a strike.
Filling up the strike zone hasn't been the problem so far. It's the quality of the strikes. That's been the real issue. And you look at the first inning, that's what we saw. Too many pitches out over the plate.
Ground ball right side, and it's through for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count.
There goes Ellie. Right side. Tatis makes the grab. One pitch and one out. So here's the cleanup hitter, Terry Pendleton. Missed with a changeup, and that is ball one.
Ball
Just
two.
missed.
Last two pitches have been down in the
2-0.
zone. Pitcher cleared.
Runner takes off. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Man at first, one away. Runner on the go again.
Nope,
ball
that's the ball.
outside. Save.
Save.
De La Cruz gets his first steal of the game. Next offer is in for a strike.
We got full count.
Got him looking at the strikeout. And now the right fielder, Reggie Sanders. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
0-1.
One of the better pitches he's thrown in this game, but he just hasn't been able to do it enough, unfortunately. You know, he could be getting a feel for that slider.
0-2 is the count.
Maybe that's something he can build off of.
Ground ball left side. Jump throw. Not in time. He's safe at the plate. And the lead is up to 5. And now the first baseman, Mark McGuire. Swings through that one.
0-1's the count.
Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Next
Ball
pitch
one.
just misses. Now 1-2. Come on and miss. As we go to the last of the third. Here's the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. Check swing, called strike. Rodriguez, a rangy center fielder, hitting 9th in today's lineup. And he was born in the Dominican Republic. And he grounds one to the right side. Simeon toss over to first. Leadoff man retired here in the third. Back to the top of the lineup, and the batter will be the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Altuve makes his way
Ellie
towards it.
sucks.
They got it for out number 2. 2 down, base is empty. Here's Corey Seager. In the air, right side. Sanders settles underneath it. Brings it in for the third out. And now here is Jason Churio. Swing and a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate.
0-1.
You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the
that's
barrel
in.
straight to it. That's great work right there.
The 1-1 is fouled off. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still able to fire over. And no shot to get him at first. There's 2 aboard. First and second. No outs. And now Dalton rushing. Tap foul at the plate. Center field. Rodriguez settles under it and makes the grab. And there's one away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Ohtani now at the plate as he swings through strike
0-1's the
one.
count.
Swing
Hey!
and a miss, and that's strike two.
0-2.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Runners at first and second with one gone.
One
That
ball,
one missing
2
inside.
strikes.
To first, maybe a 2-ball. Slings to second.
He's out.
Back to the pitcher
Out.
covering. It's a double play. Nice. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. And it's fouled away.
Well, these players just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. I think things are happening a little quicker than this offense would like, and we see it in the numbers.
Did he
They're
go?
hitting into a lot of outs early in the at-bat.
Swing and a miss. 99. How
One
do
ball,
you do?
2 strikes.
The 1-2. Just
Nope,
misses with
outside.
that one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Got
3.
it. And that's the first out. Here's Yordan Alvarez. Struck out looking his first time. That one pushed foul.
Bro, how am I that lead?
One down, base is empty. Swung on and fouled off. And he'll need a new bat.